Hi, welcome to another edition of MTG Playback. I'm Mark, I'm an actual passer who plays Magic the Gathering, and this whole series is where I play a game on Arena and then talk about it afterwards. So over the last few weeks, I've been working on a BANT Toxic deck. This is a deck I'm hoping to play in my local standard, if I ever find a gaming store that plays standard tournaments more regularly. And a slight modification to the deck a little bit today. You might see a little bit. We're moving towards more creatures, a little less control spells. Really trying to move a little bit quickly to get some poison in as soon as I possibly can. So this is my opening hand. As you can see, I've got only 2 lands, and then I've got 5 spells. And so I'm missing my blue color, but we'll see what I'm going to do with this. I got enough 1-drops. I feel like I can will myself to getting some other cards, getting some other colors. Oh, so my opponent had a mulligan. And let's see what happens. All right, here we go. In the past, I usually put a Rotpriest down, but they would get wiped out pretty quickly if I was playing mono red or something. So let's get something in here that if it dies, at least I get something for it. All right, they're playing a Triome. My immediate thought is they're going to be playing Domain. Right, that makes sense to me, right? So they're playing Domain. So I'm going to play another Crawling Chorus here and my Venerated Rotpriest. I'm assuming they're playing Domain, so I want to get damage out there as quickly as I possibly can. And if they target me, I want them to do something. Academy Loremaster. Now hold on, I'm going to pause the video just for a second because I've never seen this card before. So at the beginning of each player's step, that player may draw an additional card. If they do spells this turn, cost 2 colorless more to cast. What deck would this be a part of? I have no idea. All right, so this is weird. I no longer know I do no longer have any idea what they're playing with. I didn't draw a land, which is not great. Now I'm thinking they're playing blue, so there might be things going on. They have a 2/3 blocker now, so it's going to kind of slow me down. Now I'm kind of regretting putting another Crawling Chorus. I wish I put a Skrelv out. So it's frustrating. I'm not quite sure what to do now. And I just have Charge of the Mites. I have nothing else. I don't have like any of my blue spells in my hand. So, all right, they're playing another blue land. All right. All right, so I drew another land. It's not the color I want, but at least I don't have any blue spells in my hand. I'm not going to do this card draw thing. And I'm suspicious. I don't have enough planes, so I can't kill the Academy Loremaster. Plus, they might have something in their hand to counter it. So I'm going to use my life as a resource. I'm going to try to get some damage in. See what they're going to try to do. All right, they didn't respond to it. Let's see if I can just start picking them off here. This isn't a slow way of doing this. This is really not a helpful way of doing this. So let's see if I can get more mites on the field, try to overwhelm them as quickly as I can. All right, so they're cycling something out. That means the Rafine Tower, that Triome is not helpful for them. They drew a card. They drew a second card. Okay, so I missed that. I missed that when I was playing the game. I didn't realize that they drew a second. When I was playing it, actually, I wasn't paying close enough attention, I guess. So I missed it. So I missed seeing them do that, or else. So I would have been a little bit more... I don't know what I would have done. Maybe I would have done what I did, but I was a little bit more nervous because their counterspells are not great at that point, unless they have a Spell Pierce or something. All right, I'm not going to do that again. All right, so now I've got... they still have open mana. And then I drew an Experimental Augury, but I don't have any islands. Mostly because my deck doesn't have the right mana. I don't have the mana base for what I actually want to play. I'm just doing the best I can. So I made a mistake. I clicked on it before I could do it. So I'm going to send all my mites. I am now going to hexproof one of them. Again, using my life as a resource. So they did a Fading Hope of my Crawling Chorus, which I kind of thought was kind of interesting. They probably should have done the Skrelv instead. So I don't get the 2 Takas in there, but I get them 1 Toxic. But it does mean that they can block things, kill something. So I'm only going to get... I'm not going to overwhelm them too much. Now I had the option here of using the Charge of Mite and trying to kill their Academy Loremaster, but it's such a weird card. I'm going to try to overwhelm in the next level, in the next step, at their end step. So let's see. I keep forgetting that I have to hit the resolve button. Alright, so they're waiting on me. They only drew once. Right? They only drew once, right? Or did they draw twice? Alright, so now I'm going to do this. Charge the Mites. My guess, though, is they're going to have to respond. And they do. They actually drew twice. See how they're making the speaker cost 2 more? It drained them out of mana. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Gotta get better at that. Alright, drew another land. It's not the land that I want. I'm not going to draw the additional land. Though, to be honest, in this case, I could have drawn an additional card. Because I need a blue mana source. All my things are small. So that's me not paying attention to the paying attention to the board as well as I could. They've got 1 open mana available. Again, I'm going to see if I can sneak this in for some damage. Blue. Yep. They don't have another Fading Hope or something. I just thought about sending both in, but decided not to. The nice addition of the Skrelv is it does give my little Crawling Chorus Toxic 2 rather than Toxic 1. I'm going to cast another Crawling Chorus, put a land down, and then my other one. So now they need like a, what's it called? Like a Sunfall or a board wipe or something big. Alright, so they did that thing again where they drew 2 cards again. I don't know what they're looking for. What is it that they possibly could be looking for? Alright, I drew another Venerated Rotpriest, which is great. I'm not going to draw an additional card. And I've got them. So that was a weird game, right? Like, a big part of that was because I wasn't paying attention to the board. I wasn't paying attention to the game. I kept missing when they kept drawing 2. So that's a big mistake on my part. I also have no idea what kind of deck they were playing. So if you have any idea, please leave a comment in my comment section. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for another edition of MTG Playback.